And people that think say come here, you work this, and me come here, me I go 11 years now in this country, and me I tell you the truth. Me never take a vacation until for go another state. For say me I go, I want little Airbnb or any little thing and like that. Me never travel back on a plane from me coming to this country, because me not have where to travel with. Me not have no money. Me not have no money. Me not have where to travel with. Me not have it. I mean not joke and no joke thing and I just this not just do for no views, nothing. I see you or something me I telling about. Me not lie. It's a struggle to live in this place. It's a struggle. Me not joke. Give thanks me have a roof over my head. If me not go work, if my foot a pain so bad I me not go work for a day, me lose a paycheck. Plus me lose time. Me lose a paycheck. Plus me lose that my time that me keep me in my job, my points that me keep me in my job. Me if I say, Father God, please strengthen my foot that me can go work daily. My life depends on this job for pay me overhead in America. Every day me tell myself, say, save me to have a house back home. Me tell the truth, save me to have a house back home. Cause me there at Jamaica, me used to do me look small business and so. Have me look cat in my yard and sell me look food and per Friday and such a day me fry me fish and them thing there. And me blend up my magnum and peanut and okra juice and Irish mash and used to sell that at Jamaica. Me live in the countryside America. Me not live like New York and them place there where you know say if you do a little thing you can get 1 and 2 support over that side. It's not easy. Me tell you say if me did have a house back home, people. Me go back home, me hand over back the citizenship and head back to my yard and go do something down there. Put up a little shop or something.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, Jamaicans and Black Americans are really crying foul over the kind of life that they are going through in the diaspora. Now, most of the Jamaicans living in UK have come out and exposed these dirty behaviors, whereby some have even explained how they've been robbed at daytime. And when they report the incident to the police, they don't get the necessary or rather the required assistance that they need. Now, in this case, some have even come out and claimed that it's about classism in the diaspora. Now, of which most of us will agree with that when you are black, you are subjected to a very harsh and tough times in the diaspora. Now, in this case, I remember there is a video I did whereby Jamaicans have been exposing the secrets whereby they have been saying some of the Black Americans and the other Jamaicans in the diaspora don't really like each other. Now, this is just a video to show whereby to show that we need to unite. We as black people, we need to unite and take care of our very own people. We need to take care of our fellow black people. Now, I want you to watch this video. I've made a compilations of videos whereby Jamaicans have come out and exposed the kind of life that they are going through or rather living in the diaspora. Now, the life that they are living is far beyond what we expect. It's far beyond what they expected. Now, it is said that the grass is not greener on the other side, as we all expect. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Tyrell Reactions. Remember, if you're watching my videos for the first time, remember, if you come across my video for the first time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also comment. So, let's watch this video up to the end, and then I'll be back with a few comments.
Why? Me never know so foreign hard. And I prefer dead before me go back on my yard. Cause we couldn't go disappoint the many Jamaicans back home who depend on me to live out them falsehood of foreign fantasy, where them think it's the streets of gold, trees with money raining diamonds, Prada and Gucci, sitting by the pool, glass in my hand. A lie! Right now, me there, not the film. I work 1, 2, 3 job, just the same way. All God work 6 and rest the 7 day. But in order to make things set away, I work harder foreign Sunday to Sunday. What you think, sir, me not gonna away? Me not have no time. The old things now pre on my mind. I work hard and send home every single dime for my son build a house up a skyline. And Jesus Christ, me get a shock. Look, most me nearly catch heart attack. When me send me money for buy steel, cement and block, suppose me tell you, say, when me reach back, not even a mongrel dog me not sip on the spot. My son scammed me. Lord have mercy. Me never think some own a pitney could have been wicked and cruel and so terrible to me. The bank zero, not a penny in there. You can't seem to find my son nowhere. Dirty Denton! God, I got see you today. I hope them find your body and just dash your way. You have to go down today. Oh, the talk Dirty Denton for me. Talk Dirty Denton, please.
When somebody come to Jamaica and come in, we are going to want $20. I want soap, I want toothpaste. Take it and be very grateful, because America here is not easy. It's not a bed of roses. Me now come and feel no lifestyle. No, it's not. It's not easy here, and it's not no freaking bed of roses here. It's rough.
A Jamaican woman shared what she has to go through living in a foreign country, specifically in the winter, wearing a lot of clothing and all that. Woman boldly sending a message to family, members, or friends. She stated that they should be grateful and thankful for the small support.
The people, I have 4 layers on. 4 layers on. See there? 1, 2, 3. See next one, Anita, sir. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to keep your body warm. Just to keep your body warm. I'm having 2 pants. 2 pants. And me now want one vehicle with seat warmer. I try to drive. And how about the person when we don't catch a bus? We have to catch a bus and out there.
Dude with job. When we have a job, you see when you work, you go straight back on bills. You understand me? So you see when you no call and we can't send a little thing, it's not that we don't want to send it. We have bills to pay. Them bills from council tax to rental, light to gas to what. Me say we can't stop with the bills them. And on top of them tax up and tax on the paycheck. Listen to me. We hardly have anything to squeeze. You see them when they want to see a party up and party up. Don't get me wrong, them is a party if you probably just release the stress after them pay them bills and everything. Trust me. Because the money is not there. And where's the cost of living coming, yo? It's not easy. Even with education, you get a job, it's not easy. And it's not that easy if you get a job either. Because you go see interview upon interview. If the people them not like you, you not get the work. You not get the work. Member needs to tell you that. You hear that? So if you're in the Caribbean, which part of the day with nice sunshine, whatever, yes, it might be a little boat house, whatever, but I miss my little boat house. When I can go a river, get up and cook some food out the door. Yes, sir. You don't have no food, you not eat. No money for buy food, you can't eat. You can't go trust nothing at the people them shop. The foreign land not easy. Member needs telling her this. You hear that? Trust me. I always dream for just work and go back because obviously my mother sent for me. You understand what I say? Because she had to seek a better life. Education, me do my flight attendant, everything. But me get sick. You understand me? After that I be a buckling. Yo, remember me tell you. Luckily me have my girl with brain. You understand what I say? Trust me, that place is not easy. You know, this cold land, foreign land is not easy, my people. Remember me telling you that. I see my father back home and I tell him, I just make sure him okay. You understand me? Even though I can't eat sometimes, I make sure him okay. Because I say, nah, make him come and come struggle like me. You must say, mad. My father can't come struggle. But my son, I make sure him have everything him have. Want him have everything I have. We scrape, we left back, we just scrape for myself. But anybody can relate to this, so the foreign and not easy. Anybody can say it easy, whatever. To Uno, good luck to Uno. Glad for Uno. But for me, and most people, it's not easy. So. You hear that? For the last video I make about life not easy in the UK. For all who ask, why me not go back? The reason why the kids not go back is because I can't find nobody to trust. I have big trust issue. I start business back home so that I could take my little time build up and go back. And it's the own relative of mine rob out everything. Everything him take when I work hard and save and put little. And say one cocoa, full basket. Me do that try to my business, them rob it out. Okay, that's why I not go back. When I ask why me not go back, that's the reason. Because Jamaica is beautiful. It's just the trust. And me can't save. As I said before, me can't save. As me work now, The money gone back on bills. Bills, bills, bills. The ones in Jamaica is saying, yeah, UK is better than Jamaica. No, I'm not saying Jamaica is not hard, you know. I'm not saying not hard in Jamaica. But me I say it's not easy in the UK. You can't get no free water for bed. You have thing called council tax. Bills upon bills as you work. The money go back on bills. That's what me I say. Me not saying Jamaica is easy. Me I say the UK is not easier. It's not old time UK, this 1960, 1980. It's not even the old time UK when me just come here. After the COVID, things get really hard. Everything gone up, sky high. What I mean sky high, everything up. So that's the reason why I'm not going back home. And nothing isn't easier in the UK. Me I tell you now. But come on soon to feel yourself. Them say who feels it knows it. You understand me? That's where I talk from.
When I tell people that I want to move back to Jamaica, the first thing that comes to their mind is, what about the crime? So let me tell you about my experience. I appreciate that my Jamaica is not everybody's Jamaica, but I can only tell you how I feel. And having lived in the UK for 9 years, let me just say this. I have experienced more direct consequences of crime in London than I have ever experienced in my entire life in Kingston, Jamaica. So when I get to England, my car gets broken into in front of my house. And babes, we lived in what they would call an uptown area, and it got broken into, but so sophisticatedly that they don't actually break any windows. It's all done electronically. So you get into the car, you're missing things, and you're almost thinking like, am I going crazy? Because there are no other signs, like physical signs that the car has been broken into. And then you realize actually your little money that you were hiding into the like flap of the mirror is gone. Anything that you had in the glove compartment is gone. And then you're like, oh damn, someone has actually robbed me. The other time, just after COVID, my car was parked directly in front of my house and the whole thing was gone. I called my sister. I said, you saw my car outside, right? She goes, of course I did. The car was not there. When I called the police and told them that my car has been stolen, they asked me if I had any video footage or any photos, and I explained no. They said, well, it was a Range Rover, and Range Rovers are being stolen all the time, so they won't bother look into the case. I needed to contact my insurance company. I'm like, the whole car is gone and nobody's going to look into it. And then at my restaurant, I had a restaurant in Clapham, again, not the hood. I had a restaurant in Clapham, and a man threw a brick through the glass door, then climbed in to the restaurant through the door and basically stole alcohol and the till and whatever, so robbed me. Then when I looked into putting shutters on the window, because it was like floor to ceiling windows, I was told that it is a conservation area, so the council will not give me planning permission to put a shutter on the front of my restaurant. So I can't protect myself from being robbed again, but at the same time nobody is doing anything to protect me from being robbed, and I'm trying to run a business. In Brixton, I used to have a restaurant. I had it there for 9 years. Post-COVID, the rates of like crackheads and just vandalism just started to go through the roof. And before COVID, there was a little bit of code of conduct, right? Like you had 5 regular crackheads. They'd come and check me at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'd give you a little food, but you would never come into the business whilst we were open, whilst we had paying customers. It was just understood that there was like some sort of respect. Post-COVID, the new crackheads, babes, they never respect anything. They would come into the restaurant whilst I'm open. You're sipping on a 14-pound cocktail and literally somebody is stealing your bag in that moment. And I'm like, this is getting madness. Again in Brixton, which is supposedly gentrified, someone gets stabbed at 3:30 in the afternoon. I'm like, you're not even waiting for nighttime? And for me, this was a bit weird. I opened a bar on Cold Harbour Lane. The day I was opening the bar, the roads were blocked off by police because there had been a fatal stabbing. So my point is that I have not ever had to have those concerns living here in Kingston, Jamaica. No, I am not saying that there is not an issue of crime. What I'm saying is that most times in the uptown areas, it is targeted crime. It is not being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Today I was walking downtown and many people are like, oh no, you can't go downtown. I was going downtown, I was taking pictures, I was taking videos, it was fine. Somebody told me that the rate of crime against tourists or expats is something like 0.001%, something like that, 0.01, 0.001, you get the gist. It is very little. So when you guys are telling me about crime, there is nowhere that I'm going in Jamaica that I ever feel like my car is actually going to get stolen. And the other thing is that I genuinely believe that if something happened to me in Jamaica, there would be some repercussions. Whereas in London, I felt like it was so much about being in the wrong place at the wrong time, because you have like £1 million houses here and then you have like a volatile estate there, which was very strange to me. And I just, maybe again, because I feel like a foreigner in London, it just never felt comfortable. I've seen somebody on the train and this man was being super aggressive to him. The guy wasn't even responding and the man smashed his head into the glass and his head just started bleeding and nobody flinched. Nobody said anything. I have confidence that if something happened to me here in Kingston, that somebody, somewhere would take up after me. And these are just the things that I just wanted to share. Now, please remember, I am not saying that there is not a crime issue. I am not saying that there aren't things that we need to deal with as a country. What I am saying to you is that this idea that in Kingston we're like dodging gunshots all the time, or we're walking around fearing for our lives, clutching our handbags, is just simply not true. And that is my lived reality. I appreciate you guys might have a different story. So no, when I think about moving back to Jamaica, crime is not anywhere near on my radar as a concern.
You know, so within the Jamaican diaspora, those of us that live in the United Kingdom really do have it worse. You know, just check the travel time and the time difference for one. 10 hours in the air in one tube above the Atlantic Ocean before you touch down. And when you touch down, you're transported 6 hours back in time. So you leave yesterday, arrive tomorrow, but you're really still in it today. But if you're in a New York, you know, if you're part of the New York diaspora, if you're part of the Miami diaspora, if you're part of the Toronto diaspora, I want 3 hours in upon the plane, you know, I want 45 minutes in upon the plane, you know, and there's absolutely no time difference. And if there's a time difference, it must be about 1 hour or so. And we have what? 3 planes a week, you know, a week leaves London to come to Kingston. You hear me say 3 a week, not 3 a day. Yeah, not 3 every 2 days or whatever case may be. 3 a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We all know that the service they will leave London, come to Kingston, my love. And if you want to fly up on the weekend, it not exist. And if you don't have US visa, you cannot do the transit. So if somebody dead, you have to travel on that the service there to Kingston, Jamaica. And let me tell you something about that the service that it's expensive. You cannot get no little $300 ticket to America, you know, like what them have. You have to spend all £800-900 for ticket, and that is on the cheaper end. I want you to trust and believe that there are people right now that have purchased their ticket for summer this year and they know that they have paid 4 figures for an economy seat. You hear me say an economy seat? Me I thought 3 seat, 4 seat, 3 seat because the plane them big, you know. So them pack way up in the plane like sardine. We're not getting a leg room, we're not getting a baggage, and if you want like a 2 piece of baggage, if you have to spend more money and all of that sort of something that just to reach back of your yard. So if you're a mother with 3 picnic, Lord of mercy, thousands and thousands of pounds, that's enough for just come back to your country. So just retaining and maintaining your connection with the island can be so difficult just for that simple fact. Because if you're there in America, you know, and you miss the 6 o'clock, you just get the 7 o'clock. You know how much flight leave New York, come to Jamaica, come on, wait name there. Kingston. Yes, I know some of you can say you can fly to Montego Bay and all of these things. Yes, you can fly to Montego Bay, Palm Virgin, where I have a couple plane where I go there. But still the frequency and the amount is not enough. And then when you're in Jamaica, you have to be dealing with this whole blasted thing with them people where they just believe, say, everybody that travels has moved to America. And they start talking to you about US dollars and all of them sort of something. That I have this habit of saying to them, I'm so sorry, but I'm from England and I don't bank in US dollars. I actually bank in a stronger currency. Pound sterling. Can me remember the days when we go to America, you know, me take £500 and the people then give me $1,000. Oh, I bank in a stronger currency. But you're constantly in a this or something where you're battling with the people them about US dollars. You're battling with the people them about the flight. You're battling with the people them about time difference. And when you reach Jamaica, my love, when you're flying from England, my love, me say, you're tired. The breed of tiredness will come down by you, know, man. Because going to Jamaica and a sort of simple something, you know, and like one little tree of a plane ride, because you come from New York as you reach it in at the same time zone, so you probably just have one little grip. No, when you're traveling from the United Kingdom, you have to have a whole heap of things in your back, because that is a serious trip we are going on. And when you land, hey, no matter how you're excited, you're delirious because you're not asleep, you're tired, you feel away, all of them sort of something. And it takes a good couple of days, you know, before you start to reach back into that in the system. It's not normal. May I tell you, all of the people that will live in England, we know the Caribbean, you know, the Caribbean routine of it all, knows the pressures, understands the pressures. That's why last year, you know, when we did get the little opportunity to fly on Norse Airlines, the whole of the Jamaica community in a lot, they excited, my love. Everybody get joke when them pull back them airfares and say them now fly here this year again, so we get the same fucking thing. I believe there needs to be more competition, there needs to be more frequency. Because the plane them will come to Jamaica, pack up, and we need more planes to come down Boya, yeah, man, to bring down the prices then, and to just allow for people's journeys and situations to be a bit more. Because the people that the boy them in England and the girl them in England and know which part them come from because they can't come down here because it's too expensive for fly. So come on, man, just help us out. Lord of mercy, help us out. And the reason why I talk about it, is because today I sat there and I fly Monday and I feel like today are the first day where I start to really come back into myself because so I feel mash up all week and tired every day from the fly where I fly come in here. Jesus Christ. My goodness, may I tell you, the Jamaican diaspora members in the United Kingdom, we have it the worst. And I think like we need to stand up and do something about it, man. We need to do a petition or something. God Almighty, because this cannot be on. It cannot be on. God.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm your host, Tyrell Reaction. Now, I have to appreciate you all for the love and support you have shown unto me. Now, in this case, I want us to talk about the video that we've just watched. Now, I'd love to start by saying this. We, as Africans, we as black people, we have that mentality of the grass is greener on the other side. Yes, the grass is, or rather might be, greener, but how about the challenges that comes with the fact that we are black people in a foreign land? The reason as to why I'm saying this is that I'm trying to create awareness so that our leaders here, the people who we elected to lead us, the people who we elected to govern us in our own countries, they should try to understand and give us the first-hand priorities, because as we all know, there is cases whereby our leaders, be it your prime ministers, be it the presidents, they have forgotten about us. Now, in this case, there is a video also I made about Jamaicans not being able to access their own beaches. Now, fact is that our leaders are corrupt. Our leaders are dirty. They have forgotten about the citizens of their country. Now, in this case, you can tell me, like, why are Jamaicans denied access to their own beaches, whereas the white people in Jamaica have been given full access to these beaches? That doesn't make sense. Now, the governments have sold, or rather, let me just say sold. They have sold these public beaches to private organizations, and these private organizations are being owned by the white people. Now, a white person owning a restaurant in Jamaica is not a bad thing, because yes, the country will generate some revenue in terms of tax, and of course, the greedy leaders, they will have something for their pockets. Now, in this case, you tell me, once they sell these public beaches to these private organizations, these foreigners, they end up privatizing these beaches to whereby the Jamaicans are being denied access to their own beaches in their own country. We are being told that less than 1% of Jamaicans living in Jamaica have access to their own beaches in their own country. Now, back to our video. I'd love to say this. We as people who are being left behind, who choose to stay in our countries, we need to understand that the life that we think our families, our friends, our brothers and sisters are living in the diaspora might not be what we have created in our minds. These people are struggling, and these videos are just living proof of the kind of life that they are going through. Now, we expect them that they are living a soft life, they are earning huge, their pay is good. There is that mentality that we live with, that has turned us to forget that life can quickly turn from what we expect to something different, to something way worse. And that's why I'm really calling upon for us to give these fellows who are in the diaspora a humble time. Let them adapt. Let's learn to hear them out. You see, let's learn to listen to them. You see, most of us are just quick to judge and say this person is greedy, this person is selfish, this person doesn't take care of his people, this person doesn't do this and that. We are forgetting that these people, they are black people in a foreign land. Black people in a foreign land. So we don't just expect them to catch up real quick. We don't just expect them so that, like, because they are in the diaspora, they are earning huge. Because they are in diaspora, their life is going so smooth. I mean, how about us who are left behind? Why can't we just make sure our life is going smooth? If we expect them to be living a soft life in a foreign land, we don't give them humble, is it humble or humble? Humble time. I mean, these videos that we've just watched should be proof enough that we need to be understanding to our brothers and sisters. We need to have that heart whereby we can understand and have that patience. Let's not rush them. Let's not curse them. Let's not see as if they are not taking care of us. They have their own life. We have our own life. You know, there is this saying in my country that says that your emergency shouldn't be my emergency. Like in this case, we have our emergencies here in Africa or maybe in Jamaica, but now we run to them, our people who are in the diaspora, with the mentality that they need to help us. They need to drag us out of the mud that we've put ourselves in. These people, they have their own lives. How do we expect for them to put their needs aside? For them to abandon their priorities and attend to us? And when they don't, we'll be the first one to curse them. We'll be the first one to blame them. We'll be the first one to sideline them. We've seen videos of Africans in the diaspora coming back home. And when they come back home, we don't welcome them. Why don't we just learn this phrase of unity? Let's give these people humble time. I mean, this is just one of the saddest realities that I've had to come across. And I hope that you'll appreciate this video by liking it, sharing it, so that the YouTube algorithm will be able to share it and recommend to a wider audience as much as possible. So ladies and gentlemen, engage me in the comment section. Tell me what you think. And if you're in the diaspora, tell me of the kind of life that you people are facing in the diaspora. Engage me in the comment section, and I'd love to urge you to please, if you're coming across my video for the first time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also comment. To my returning subscribers, I have to say thank you so much for the love and support. So guys, I'm your host, Tyrell Reactions, and until we meet again in my next video, peace out and one love.